You're like the 4th of July. I'm taking the dog, dumbass. Just ignore me, honestly. There was a bloke, okay, who rang up Visa or some credit card company and said, I'd like to put a block on my credit card, please. And the woman on the end of the phone said, oh, okay, sir. Can I ask why? Has it been stolen? Or has it gone missing? You know, is it broken? And he went, no, nothing like that. It's just a wife's gone to Primark. So bad, isn't it? But that's my little joke for the day. Hope you're all well. Welcome back to my little channel, Sarah's Selection. Sarah here, obviously. Welcome back, or welcome if you are here for the first time. Today, as you will probably have seen, I'm doing a little Primark haul. So a couple of things very quickly. I'm wearing the same red top again. I think in all my videos, I was looking back at my thumbnails, I'm always wearing this red top, a red top, as Americans might say, or a green top, And I don't know why. It's like filming days, I must wear these tops. They're good luck. I do like red and green. I used to wear just black, so it's kind of stepping out of my comfort zone. So it's good. But I have got more tops, I promise you. I just happen to be wearing these tops when I'm filming, and they're always washed. They're washed every day, don't you fear. Never you fear about that. Anyway, before we started filming, this might have happened. And I mean, if you're going to give me chocolate, it's going to be eaten by said recipient. Anyway, I'm giving myself and you a break from that, okay? So I popped into Primark. I spent about 40 quid. I don't know if I've got the receipt there. I might have, I might not. But to be fair, most of Primark stuff does very helpfully come with a tag to tell you how much money you've squandered. Anyway, one thing I do want to say here, you used to be able to go to Primark with 40 quid and come out with like a year's worth of clothes, or you could fill your basket, it would never get full, and it would not cost you much more than 20. It's just bonkers how things do slowly but surely go up. But it's still quite reasonable, it's still okay. So I'm just gonna start. Excuse the rustling around, no one needs to hear that. But the first item is very un-me. So I went in all honesty, I wanted, before I purchased anything, I wanted a couple of tops, possibly, like summery tops, but with a bit of a zhuzh, like maybe plain, but with a bit of frill on the sleeves, something like that. Kind of like I'm wearing now, so very simple, smart cash, plain, and then a bit of detail going on, and all that. And I thought, oh yes, a pair of earrings would be nice, maybe a bag, maybe some cheap shoes, socks and pants. And that's really all I wanted and needed. And I did sort of well. Some of those items were acquired, some not. And then other items seem to slip into my basket. It's just one of those things, isn't it? It's like when a bloke... I'm trying to laugh thinking about this. It's like when a bloke goes... It's actually a meme on Insta. There's a bloke that... So funny. A bloke went to A&E and there's a nurse and there's a close-up of her face. It's an actor's voice doing the bloke's voice. And he's like, yeah, so I've had a bit of a mishap. She's like, tell me what happened in your own words. And he's like, well, I went to the loo and there was a cucumber there. And I accidentally fell and sat on the cucumber and it's, you know, and she's like, oh dear, we better get that out. You know, it's something like that. It's so funny. What's my point with that? Oh, so I went in and just accidentally bought something, like, obviously on purpose, because I fancied it. Anyway, where am I going with this? Size 20 this is. Yes. That might have something to do with it, not gonna lie. But size 20 dress. So I'm gonna try and give you a little look with the curly hair, not look too deranged, hopefully. Can't really see much, but it's just a little pretty. I'm not really ready to do a try on. I will do at some point. I want to get into that body positive area, but it is just a really pretty sort of knee length dress and cottony. It's the kind you can wear slobbing around the house or the lovely cottage that I'm currently staying in. And where am I? Not Somerset. Where am I? Dorset, I'm in Dorset right now. That's right, yeah, anyway, ignore me. So this dress, size 20, it was £8. And I thought, that's really not bad. It's pretty, you could wear it as a nightie, you could wear it in your holes by the beach as a cover up, you could wear it around the house. You could just wear it over leggings. And I thought, be brave, Sarah, maybe try it. I thought the colouring, the pattern suited me. I might look a bit mumsy and middle-aged, but I don't really give a toss at this stage. I'm sort of mumsy aged now, aren't I? Not that I've ever had children or ever have them, but I don't want them. But I technically am not 20 anymore, so I don't really mind. People say I look middle-aged, whatever. Then I've got a plain t-shirt, the next item, which cost me, it's an XL by the way, and it cost me a £5. And I actually bought a really similar one back in Kingston Primark and took it back because it wasn't quite me. And I decided, actually, I need a plain black tee. And it's just plain black, you can see. It's got quite long sleeves that go to about there, so midway down the old arm. And it's high neck. And if you know me, I burn just like that. I hate the sun anyway, and it hates me. It punishes me by burning me the second I go outside. It's like, I'm going to get you. Even if I put SPF on, I burn. And it's most unbecoming, and I don't really fancy the risks, health risks that come with that. So I like things that are quite high neck and hopefully somewhere down the sleeve. When it gets really, really hot, yes, I'd love to wear a vest top, but I don't want to go out like that and get burnt. So I like sleeves of about this length, you know, near, it's just halfway down the old forearm. Nice, that's only a £5. So I should keep that this time because it's only a £5. Then I looked for women's socks and I thought, actually, they're always a bit too tight on my cankles, my chunky ankles. And so I remembered, oh, men's socks. And look, I got 5 pairs for £2. I was going to get the posher ones and the sports socks and the ones that have the microfiber and the holes that give you, you know, breathability and all that crap. But plain black socks for £2. I mean, you can't go wrong. They're giving it away, aren't they? Then, so when I was in Glasgow, don't know why I'm going to tell you about this. It's irrelevant really, but I went to Victoria's Secret, and I found the most perfect little black bag, like a shoulder bag. Is it shoulder? You call it, like, you know, you put it over cross body. That's the one. You know what I mean. I'm not into fashion. So you put it cross body and you've got your arms free. And I wanted that. And it was £35. It was plain black, miniature with like gold detailing. And I thought, slightly out of budget for what I want and for its purpose. So I'd take it out, you know, but I'm out and about around the town, all that. But more so for dog walks, for putting poop bags in, for putting dog treats, my car keys, the old phone, antihistamines, you know, really small amount of stuff. And I thought, I don't want to spend £35. And I do sometimes have a bum bag, but when you gain weight, this is so gross, TMI, the bum bag either sits on top of your belly and then whoop goes over, so it looks like you're pregnant with triplets, or it goes under your belly and your belly rests on it. It's just vile. So that's a reason alone why I need to lose weight. She says, remembering the chocolate egg is just out of, here we are. I know. Anyway, going back to the bag, I found this, and it was not my first choice, not gonna lie. I found some others for a tenner that are a bit more dainty. I mean, I'm hoping this will be daintier when I take all the crap out of it. Oh yes, I've got one of those in. So, it sort of squelches down to something smaller and daintier. But that was, oh, it was 18 there. It was a tenner down to a £5. You can't go wrong with that, can you? Let's try it on. I'm sure you want me to model it for you, don't you? I'm sure you're like, come on, Sarah, we're dying for a model. So basically, it looks a bit like that. Do. Oh, she's all my nice meaty arm then. Lucky you. So for a £5, I thought you can't go wrong. And my dog actually almost fits into that because she's so teeny. And sadly, I've mentioned Daisy before, she's wonderful, she's doing well, but she's lost quite a lot of weight now, so I only half joke when I say she could fit in that bag. She's really thin, her back's thin, you can feel her spine, but she eats all the time, so, you know, giving her as long as she wants, really. And I've got quite a few beauty bits. and earrings and all that sort of jazz. I'm going to take it all out of the bag and chuck it on the table so you don't hear me going every few seconds. Rustle, 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 rustle. No, you don't need that. We don't need that, do we? We just don't. So the first couple of items, I'll show you them separately actually. So I did go in, honestly, wanting a pair of earrings, and I thought I don't want to spend more than £3. And the first thing, I'm not kidding, the first thing that caught my eye, and these are really not me, these aren't either. I don't know why I'm trying hoops, because I think because I like them on other people. They're not me. I don't think they suit me. I think I suit more little dainty, not sleepers, not huggies, just little studs. But I do like these, and they're pure silver. They're M&S, and they've not given me any jip whatsoever. And I've got most sensitive eyes, sensitive skin, sensitive ears. Anyway, so we'll see how these go. But I bought these first of all. The first thing I saw. Primark cares, apparently. Product made using a minimum of 50% recycled metal. So that's all very good, isn't it? That's probably good for the environment. £2.50. And I thought they were nice. I do like a bit of gold. As I got older, I never liked gold growing up. I think because I was conditioned. This sounds so awful and like a betrayal, but my family, they conditioned me to believe gold was tacky, cheap. But I think when you're a kid, you kind of agree with what your parents say, what your family say. Oh, that's terribly common. And you go, yes, it is. And then in your mind, and then when you finally become independent and grow up and learn to think for yourself, you're like, actually, I like that. I like that, you know, and I can like that if I want to, not harming anyone. Anyway, don't let me go down that path. I'm in therapy. You can probably tell. To be a therapist, which I'm training to be, I have to be in therapy. And I've started, and it's a lot of things come out about your past, and I'm not sure if I like humanistic, person-centered or CBT yet, but if you know about therapy, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, there's lots of types of therapy, and I'm sort of sampling different types of different therapists. Anyway, so next item, I've never considered myself ladylike or girly or feminine, not masculine, not feminine, so clear as mud, but never girly and pink. But actually I do like pink. I like pink and black or pink and grey. Anyway, but where I'm going with that, shut up, Sarah, just shut up. So I actually like this bow trend, which is coming to an end now, but the bow trend was really big with sort of girly women, girly girls and tweens, and in Primark and all these cute shops and Etsy, all these little pretty places, you can buy nice little things, and I quite like bows. I don't know why you need to know that, but I do like bows. Look, I've even got this from old Temu, or Amazon, something like that, a bow clip, which I do put in my hair now and then. Look, got a bow in my hair. Absolutely nuts. So the next purchase I made were these. So a pair of bow earrings, and from a distance, gosh, I'm doing a Lisa now. Lisa, if you're watching, I wish I could sing like you, babes. Anyway, so these, don't you think from a distance, they look like scissors? It looks like two little pairs of scissors. That's my only criticism and concern with these. But other than that, I think they're absolutely delightful. I've seen these type of earrings, probably more genuine posh metals, for sale for about £25 at like little craft markets. I went to a craft market the other day actually, and it sold similar items, and I think these are actually just as nice. But I thought they're not too big, too ostentatious, and just a bit of gold at the old ear, you know. And I thought I'd get a few more studs, and I've pierced 3 each side myself, which I don't really use much, but I quite fancy piercing another one. And I got this thing done about 2 years ago, and it went all funny and inflamed and horrible, and I really want to get it done again. And I don't think I have the nose for it, if I'm honest, but I'd love to get a little tiny diamond there. Just a teeny tiny diamond. Do you know what I mean? Be like my one classy piece of jewellery worn in probably a very unclassy way. Probably look crap on me. I don't know, but I have had a nose piercing before, and it was a big bulbous sort of gold stud. I hadn't got brave enough to change it, but I quite fancy being rebellious again. Rebellious at my age, eh? Anyway. So next I've got this, which is, I think this perfume, This Fiji Fiesta apple and coconut scented. Oh, it's a hair and body mist. And that was £2. And they had loads of these. They were all blooming well opened. Honestly, kids, it's a little spritzy doodle. Oh, so nice. I can't taste a bit then. I can't smell any apple, if I'm honest, which doesn't bother me. It's more pineapple and coconut. I think possibly because the coconut is such a dominant scent here, such a dominant note in the scent, I should say. But look at it. I mean, the shape of it does look a bit. Don't know what it reminds me of, but it definitely reminds me of that Brazilian brand that does what's it called, Bum Bum Cream, and all their beautiful lush products. I mean, they have that gorgeous pistachio kind of spray, and oh, so good. I've got some dupes of that Brazilian company stuff for my Poundland haul. I've got a little teeny tiny Poundland haul to do. I was busy. I tell you, I went into Poole, which is a town fairly near to where I am, and had a lovely day at the harbour. Went on the boat, Brownsea Island, and what else did I do? I went shopping, and honestly, they have a good Poundland there. Highly recommend. Next, I've got 2 beauty products here, which I'll show you in quick succession. This is SPF 30 Moisturising Serum Drops, which I have never personally heard of. Apparently has argan oil, vitamin E, and hyaluronic acid. I just think of Eve Longoria saying that. I was mimicking her then. And look, very nice, very subtle, very apothecary, you know what I mean, sort of packaging. You imagine that on one of those lovely Chinese herb shops on a dusty wooden shelf, didn't you? Really sort of bohemian and rustic looking, gorgeous. Then, I said, did I tell you how much that was? I don't think I did. It was £5. Ruined the packaging now. Anyway, that's me. I'm going to use it straight away. I'm not going to let this stuff fester and gather dust. I'm actually going to use it. You know, sometimes it's like, if not now, when? You know, you've got to use your good stuff. I mean, my Miss Dior, which I kept for a couple of years before I even opened. One day I was like, sod this for a game of soldiers. I'm blooming well using it. Anything could happen. Anything could happen to any one of us today, tomorrow. Today I just read in the paper about a beautiful model in Australia who was 27. She won Australia's Next Top Model, called Lucy Makovich, something like that. And she had like a brain hemorrhage or a brain bleed or something went wrong. And she had a big operation that took 4 years to come to fruition, and she passed away in surgery. And I thought, F it, life's too short. If you really want to wear that dress, wear it. If you've got those Manalo Blahniks gathering dust, wear them. If you want to wear your Primark lipstick, because you didn't want to touch it, they've run out of the colour, and it's like limited edition, and it's the last one of its kind, wear it. You don't know when, you don't know if that chance, I say time and chance, you don't know if that time or chance will come round again. So just do it. Hang on, that slogan, isn't that from Nike? Just do it. I've nicked someone's slogan, sorry. Anyway, so the next item, going back into the Primark haul, Sarah, is a vitamin C eye cream, 1% vitamin C, and it has oat extract and shea butter. It's vegan. Both these items are vegan. Everything from Superdrug is vegan and cruelty-free. So oat extract and shea butter, and it's a brightening. And I will show you this. And that costs a £5 as well. They're both a £5. Yeah, they're both a £5. So you can see that was a £5. That's all right, isn't it? I mean, if that was one of these posh makes, these posh brands, that would be a lot more. Oh, it's a very nice, subtle packaging again. I approve. I'll just show you what it looks like, because I am going to use it. Oh. Very fetching. You can see the vitamin C in there, can't you? Oh, I'm wondering to put that in my hair as well to break down the colour. Another thing, I bought some more colour remover, and I feel absolutely swindled and scammed. I bought it from Amazon, and in small print it says, oh, you need to buy a developer to go with it as well, or peroxide or whatever. And it comes to you in a powder sachet. It's over there somewhere, winking at me. So you can't just put that on your hair. You have to buy another thing, mix it together, and then chuck it in. Oh, I I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered with the faff. I might just continue washing my hair in like fairy liquid or something just to get the colour out. I can't get this sort of warmth out. It just won't come out. I quite like this blonde around here, but the warmth there, it doesn't want to go. It doesn't want to go, and it doesn't want to know. Anyway, back to happier things. I've only got a few more items actually. I'm not going to open that. So I've got a really nice lippy coming up, and that is in the shade Velvet Touch. I have a feeling that's a little bit like Velvet Teddy by, what do you call it, MAC. But this is 150 by the way, and it's not tested on animals. Let's see if I can get that off for you. Oh, I can't get it off right now. Come on. Wait a sec, get some scissors. So after butchering it with a pair of scissors, this is infused with hyaluronic acid, shea butter, and jojoba oil, which is very nice. That's the packaging. That's the lippy. Oh, and then I'll swatch it. Oh, it's very nice. Look at that. I think that is basically a dupe for Velvet Teddy by MAC. And Velvet Teddy by MAC is 14 quid, 16 quid, 18 quid, who knows with inflation. And MAC apparently, don't hold me to it, are not cruelty free. I've heard, I don't know for sure, but that would do me. And the quality of Primark makeup products, not promoted or sponsored in any way, I would love to be, but all their makeup and beauty stuff is pretty good, I think. Then I got, oh gosh, I might have to go and I can actually take this off. I got, I should tell you what I have first, shouldn't I? Don't even tell you that was 150. God. So for £1, the next item is a kohl eyeliner, and it's metallic, and I think it's dark brown. It doesn't actually say the colour here. It resembles a dark brown. It's really helpful. That's the end. Oh no, I think I've bought this one before and it wasn't quite me. It makes me look like a vampire. Oh, Sarah. Anyway, I'll show you the, oh, actually it's not too bad. It's kind of really dark. It's like dark chocolatey brown with a slight, I don't even see it in that light, slight metallic hint to it. You can't really see it in that light, but it has got metallic, it has got a metallic hint of some sort to it. And it's okay, it's nice, only a quid. And again, cruelty free, as I've said before. Then last but not least, so it's not a big haul. They didn't quite have everything I wanted. I got really fed up in the end. It was really busy, it was heaving, school holidays. I was so hot. And I had left it to the end of my trip because I thought I don't want to be carrying a Primark bag around with me. But I was also tired because I'd been out and about for about 6 hours. I'd done 15,000 steps, which for me is a lot, I tell you that. And I couldn't find the shoes I wanted. They had a few pairs, but not quite ones that looked right on me or felt right. And the t-shirt selection, oh, I found so many nice t-shirts, but they were all extra small, which I'm not. And they honestly had some really nice tops that were reduced, and they were plain, and they had sort of like ruffled sleeves, and they had them in black and white. And there was a white one in my size, but I thought, oh, everything will show through. I need to get a new bra, and all my bras are dark. I don't want to purchase a cheap pale bra. I can't be bothered. So that didn't happen. And then I nearly got another dress, but I'm thinking about that now for when I go back next week to my next house sit. At my next house sit, there's another Primark in a different town. So there is more stuff I still want to get. I didn't get the knickers because, again, I actually saw, who was it? There was someone else's video I watched earlier, I think it might have been Kerry Hawes, where she bought 3 pairs for 7 quid, and I had exactly the same ish. I was like, oh, really cheap Primark knickknacks. And they were like 3 for 7 quid, 3 for 8 quid, 3 for 6 quid. I was thinking, that's not Primark prices. I don't want to spend on knickers. Just big old granny knickers, Bridget Jones of knickers that cover everything. So if your trousers split, you're still covered. And I thought, I just want cheap ones, mate. I just want ones that like 4 for 5 like they used to do. Anyway, if they don't do them anymore at that price, I will have to cave in and buy 3 for 7 quid. Anyway, so last but not least, I've got 2 face masks. The first one is a Very Cherry Cupcake, which is this, and it was £1.30. And it's a brightening printed sheet mask. Again, it was made of plant stuff. It's made in Korea. Plant stuff, so articulate. Plant-derived fibres, apparently. And again, it's vegan, cruelty-free. And then this one, the tea tree mask, was only 75p. And it's for purification, purifying. It's got a hair in it. That's lovely. A cat hair. I'm sure you wanted to see that. So for £1.30 and for 75p, I think these are brilliant, by the way, for gifts. So if you do like a little basket, a gift basket for someone, a pamper night or a hen weekend, sort of pamper yourself on a budget. But the thing is, I keep buying these and then forgetting to use them. So in my mother's house, the room that I'm in, there's a big built-in cupboard and I've got a whole shelf full of like beauty products, makeup, shampoos, all the, you know, self-maintenance things, nail varnishes, and I've got about 40. That's a bit dramatic. About 15 to 20 of these that still need to be used. I do use them, but I keep forgetting that I haven't used up some, if that makes sense. Anyway, thank you very much for watching my little video. Take care of yourselves and of each other. I hope if you're into the sun, you will enjoy it. And again, I can't reiterate enough, just make the most of every damned moment. Just F it, just, you know, dance like no one's watching. What's the other one? All those things, you know, dance, eat, live. Wait a sec. What's that one? Eat, drink and be merry, for tomorrow we may all die. Great! That's really nice, a positive note to end on. But I just mean, just make the most of it. Just act like it is your last moment. Make the most of your life. Enjoy it. Just treat today like the present. You know, yesterday was a gift. Today is a present. Tomorrow is... oh, what's tomorrow? Unknown? Something like that. But today is the present. So treat it like it is a present to you. Anyway, take care of your... I was going to say my take care. I just realised I've said it. So see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.